already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause ice on the wrist. I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I had it. Don't touch my.
Well, Coach, we've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
On first down, Whitfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Everyone got four down.
From the gun, Vic. Over the middle, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 24, Vic rolling to his left. Got him in. It's Brown. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
First down, Vic. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Check, watch it before, Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
On 1st and 10, Whitfield. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 35-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll try and run with their fullback. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Carry here for their fullback. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
To throw on 2nd down, Whitfield. And that'll be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Right there, 54, right there.
Looking to throw. Whitfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know?
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is good.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his big tight end, Fant. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense? Now Vic stripped. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitfield. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a while. And now look at him go. The 40, the 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Saquon Barkley, 84 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Whitfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. DeAndre Baker there defensively.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing again. Whitfield. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
With the score tied 7-7.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Go! 54! Mike 54! Wildville! Mike 5-4! Mike 5-4! Mike 5-4! Danny!
Looking to throw. Whitfield. He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
Shut! 60 out, 54, right, 54. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Whitfield. They complete it to Hill. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Watch quick.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame, there to get a hand in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check it out, read.
To throw again. Whitfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Whitfield. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Here we go. 10, come on. 54, right? 54.
That's what I do.
Sweep on 3rd down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Let's go now. Come on, 15 on it. 15 on it. 54. Let's go, D. Tighten it.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw, Vick, out to his left. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. 2nd and 13. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Cut. Pick the edge. Go. Hey.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Whitfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Vic now. James has got it. Complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jones in there to get him, and with it, time will expire here in this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Vic. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards there and a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 48 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Check 99. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover.
Vick operating on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field. Not a recipe for success. That time a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go, here we go. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Whip, 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 whip.
Operating from the gun, Whitfield. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 9, Vic. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Vic to throw it. Forced out to his left. Looking deep for Hilton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
At the 38-yard line.
Watch the out, watch the out. Switch, switch.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
On the give, this is their fullback. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Out to Denver. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you. And a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First down, Chiefs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's our time.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos' 33-yard line.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Mike 51.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Back to throw. Whitfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Young in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Vick. This is the tight end Fant. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. From the gun, Vick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. To try again after the sack, Vick. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Vick steps away to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 48. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get the... Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now here's Vic, dancing to his left. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Vic readies to throw. Oh, some strong running. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Second and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Got you. Go. I got you, son. 51.
On third down, Whitfield. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. His kick is indeed good, and they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.